Guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing this all-new 2023 BMW 540i.
And a huge thanks to Aramis and the rest of the management and staff here at BMW of Tampa for making this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're in the Tampa area looking for a new premium or performance vehicle, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Aramis.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the 5 Series has been BMW's midsize executive sedan and wagon since 1972. That's when the first generation was released. The 7th generation 5 Series that you see here was released in 2017, facelifted for 2021, and for 2023 we do have a couple of updates, such as the premium package, now including remote start, but loses the old gesture control. The park assist package is no longer available on the lower trims, such as the 530i, 530e, and the 540i, but these models now have the executive package, which includes a heads-up display, Harman Kardon sound system, powered trunk, heated front seats, and gesture control. We get 3 new paint colors, starting with the Arctic Race Blue, Skyscraper Gray, and the Adventurum Red Metallic. The M550i also now gets a power rear sunshade. Outside of the M5 that we already reviewed in this channel, there are 4 power plants for the 2023 5 Series with a $2,300 premium for xDrive, starting with the 530i weighing in at 3,763 pounds, starting at 54,800, coming equipped with BMW's 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, making 248 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. Surprisingly enough, to get the 5 Series to 60 in the mid to high 5-second range, you can upgrade to the 530e, which starts at $56,400, coming equipped with a 2-liter 4-cylinder and a hybrid system, cranking out 288 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, enough to get that sedan to 60 in 5.7 seconds. You can also upgrade to the 540i that you see here, which starts at $61,600, coming equipped with the glorious B58 straight 6 twin scroll turbo sold by BMW, which is unbelievably underrated in this application, claimed to be making only 335 horsepower, 331 pound-feet of torque. Somehow enough to get this 3,900 pound sedan to 60 in the mid to high 4-second range, so most likely extremely underrated. We're probably making those numbers to the wheels. The top trim outside of the M5 is the M550, which starts at $79,900, coming equipped with BMW's 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8, making 523 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque, enough to get that sedan to 60 as quick as 3.5 seconds. We already reviewed the M5 on this channel. It could do 0 to 60 in like 3, if not quicker. It is an absolute beast. But here we have the 2023 BMW 540i with a base price a tick under 62,000 bucks. What do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So I apologize for this wind. It's about to be a stormy day in Tampa, Florida, but here we have the new 5 Series, black trim that comes equipped with the Shadowline package, black inner headlight housings, LED daytime running lights, full front parking sensing. We don't get a forward-facing camera, unfortunately. What kind of would be expected, since the 440i and the X3 M40i that we reviewed in this channel did come equipped with one, but we don't have one here. We do have radar cruise control and full front parking sensing. We'll take a squat back here, or up here, show you guys the functional airflow for the intercoolers up front. Active shutters for the radiator. They open up when the vehicle is turned on, with active airflow for the aerodynamics and brakes as well. We can take a quick look at the wheel and tire setup. BMW badge in the front of the hood. It's not the M 50th anniversary badge, but we do get the M Sport package, which includes these beautiful black and silver contrasted rims. These are 20-inch rims wrapped in 245/35 R20s up front. Beautiful design with the Y spokes, blue painted 4-piston M Sport brake caliper 2, black lug nuts. Loving the design. We have an additional functional heat extractor in the corner. Body color mirror with a 2-tone contrast LED turn signal on it. Smart access for all 4. Black trim surrounding the window trim, blacked out B-pillar with a pretty large moonroof. I kind of wish the whole roof was blacked out for the M Sport package or the Shadowline package, or the all black mirror caps for the Shadowline package too, but we still get the black and white contrast. Blind spot monitoring on the glass. The rear wheel and tire setup, it is staggered. We get slightly wider tires. We still get the same Pirelli P0 outside all seasons, which are a very good sporty all-season compound for performance, but these are 275/30 R20, so much lower profile tire, and we have about 30 millimeters of diameter increased. Blue brake caliper 2, it's not a multi-piston, but it's still painted blue, which is nice. M Sport brake caliper. Side sensing should help with the 360 sensing. We don't get a 360 camera, unfortunately, but the side sensors should help. Full rear parking sensing, LED taillights that say BMW on them. Nice. Shout out BMW of Tampa for making this review possible. 540i badge in the top right corner. Dual exhaust tips with a pretty aggressive diffuser too. But speaking of the exhaust tips, let's fire up this 3-liter straight 6 twin scroll turbo B58 and hear how she sounds. All right guys, that was the sound of the 3-liter straight 6 B58 twin scroll turbo sold by BMW for the 2023 540i. It sounds pretty decent. It doesn't sound quite as aggressive as the M440i that we just reviewed in this channel, but it still sounds good. Heavily underrated. Claimed to make only 335 horsepower, 331 pound-feet of torque. Good numbers, but those numbers are not good enough to get a 3,900 pound mid-size sedan to 60 in the mid to high 4-second range. So those numbers are most likely being made to the wheels. We get strut tower braces connecting your strut towers, of course. Once we start this car up towards the end, we'll see what's going on in front of the radiator. But what you see is basically what we get. We can shut this hood right up. It's gonna rain pretty soon. So as you can see by the trees and the wind, we'll take one more step back, get a good look at the front styling. The interior on this 540i is also very impressive. This is a vehicle with a base price around $62,000, but we get a lot for the money. So up top, soft touch materials, wood trim beneath that, aluminum, leather for the middle and bottom portion, gushy soft for the armrest, soft touch down below, outline in felt. You'll fit a 20 ounce and like 2 footlongs right next to it. 2 Harman Kardon speakers on your door panel, aluminum grab handle, 2-person memory seats, auto one touch for all 4. This button controls our power rear sunshade, which is available now for the 540i standard on the M550. Power folding windows and some leather stitching even for the grab handle. Electrically opening and closing tailgate 2, aluminum M badge as we step inside. The seats are beautiful. We got quilts, perforated leather, heated and ventilated, brown with white contrast, very soft. Not the most bolstering extensions, but they're very comfortable seats. Fully adjustable, you can recline, drop, lift, and slide. 4-way lumbar control and adjustable power thigh support. Taking a step inside though, we can really check it out. So first thing we notice is the steering wheel. We get the M Performance steering wheel, which is a really impressive steering wheel, one of the thickest in the business. Great 10-2 bolstering notch, 9-3 is solid. It's not heated unfortunately, but we get some leather stitching even surrounding the horn. The horn itself, very aggressive sounding horn. People will definitely be getting out of your way. Cruise control on the left side, radar cruise with active lane keep assist, mode select right next to it. On the right side, volume, skip your songs, and you can adjust your heads up display with these buttons. Phone calls, you can answer and hang them up. Voice commands, the heads up, as you guys can see, it's not really adjustable, but you can control the media and like the Sirius, AM, FM, and news, or you can look at a digital speedo with the traffic sign recognition, which I personally prefer to do at all times. Aluminum paddle shifters, those are really nice, satisfying click for the turn signals, auto headlamps and high beams, auto rain sensing wipers, also appreciated. On the left side, auto headlamps, as we mentioned, interior lighting, parking lighting too. Down below, we get some secret storage. You can throw like an ashtray in there, throw some secret stuff too. It's hard plastic on the outside. We get a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. You can get a good look at your aluminum pedals and the latch for the hood. You pull it twice and there's nothing to mess around with under the hood itself. You can just simply lift up and open up the hood. The dashboard is a soft touch material to it, 12-inch digital instrument cluster, 160 mile an hour for the speedometer, fuel tank to the left, traffic sign recognition, and a digital speedo in the middle of that speedometer area. We have a map with the town or city that we're currently in down below. In comfort mode, which we're currently in, we have a power indicator, not a true tach, but you throw it into sport by pressing the sport button, and now we get a tach that goes to about 6,700 RPM, and I personally prefer this, so we'll just leave it here. We'll transition from sport to comfort just to see what the differences are, but I personally prefer this layout for the display. It's a hot one in Tampa today. It's 98 degrees. It's hit over 100 already at some points. This all-new 12-inch touchscreen is also a huge improvement compared to the outgoing 10-inch screen. Great response, resolution is perfect. And not to say that the 10-inch screen was bad, but I definitely think this is a huge, huge improvement. Car settings, we can see what's available, vehicle status. That includes all these, TPMS, engine oil, the control messages, and required services. You can return right back to your previous screen with the experience modes, we have executive, expressive, and well-being. Interesting, go right back to the car settings, carrying car, driver profiles, owner's manual, and the regulatory notes. My personal favorite screen to look at all times would just be the home screen, where we can see the map, song that's currently playing, and the date and time in the corner. Under the touchscreen, we have some wood grain trim with some aluminum beneath that, piano black surrounding the air vents, engine start stop. The intelligent safety control with this button can be adjusted. I personally just leave it at all on with the hazards right next to it. Presets, the volume dial has a satisfying click to it, dual zone automatic climate control, heated and ventilated seats. We can return back to our home screen by pressing the home button. The BMWs never return to their home screens. Like, check this out. So the backup camera, we'll check it out right now. Great response, great resolution. We have guidance lines and trajectory with 360 sensing, no 360 camera, but when you put it right back into park, for some reason, we stay in our backup camera, unfortunately, so you have to actually press the home screen every time you want to return home. Down below, we have a wireless charging pad, which is nice. 2 cup holders with some flappy things to keep your drinks in place, M digital key, USB port, and an additional 12 volt. No pass-through, so not the best spot for a phone, but it still does the job. Traction control, you can disable Sport, Comfort, Eco, Pro. We'll start off in Sport, transition into Comfort. You see what the differences are. Some leather stitch trim surrounding where your knee will often hit. Manual shift controls on the gear selector in the proper directions to upshift and downshift. If you don't want to go to the touchscreen, we have a dial with shortcuts, media, communication, menu, map, navigation, back, and option, and it has a high quality resistance to it too. Nice. Electronic parking brake with auto hold. You can disable your parking sensors with this button. Decent amount of piano black, so keep your cleaning supplies at hand, but it is limited throughout this interior. More of that wood grain trim surrounding this dial. Leather stitch trim for the armrest. You can open it up by pressing the button. Decent amount of space. I would expect you to fit maybe 2 or 3 12-ounce cans. USB-C port with an interior light for that area. 2. The glove box has an aluminum latch to it. It's outlined in soft touch materials. We can open it up. It's damped, lined with felt, large too. I'm expecting you to fit 25, 30 license plates. You'll fit a pair of shoes, probably 2 if you're under a size 10. Frameless rear view mirror, 3 garage home link settings on it. We have LED interior lighting and a moonroof. We can open up the shade by double clicking, opens right up, and we'll open up the moonroof itself right behind it. So the moonroof actually goes into the roof area, so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. Opens all the way out, even past the front row. See if it goes any further. Probably not. It does not. We can poke our way out of here. Beautiful day today in Tampa, Florida. It's a little bit windy. It's going to probably rain pretty shortly. It is, for the meantime, sunny and 98 degrees. That's about it though for the front seat and features of the 2023 BMW 540i. Let's check out the back seat, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. So up top, same soft touch materials. We have a sunshade, wood grain trim for the middle portion. We have some aluminum beneath that, leather trim for the middle and armrest, gushy soft auto one touch, leather trim for the grab handle too. 2 Harman Kardon speakers. The bottom portion is still soft touch, lined with felt. Premium feeling. You'll fit footlongs down here. Probably a small water bottle, maybe a 12-ounce, can squeeze its way in there. M aluminum nameplate as we step inside. Beautiful seats. The padding continues all the way through the door frame, so very couch-like. We'll unbuckle the seatbelt. Check it out. More quilts, contrast stitching, and some contrast overall to this brown leather. But taking a step inside, we can really check out the interior. So I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall. I don't really have that much space for a mid-size sedan. I would expect a little bit more. I have about 2, maybe 3 inches. So if you're looking for the ultimate spacious BMW, definitely go for the 7 Series. We get mat pockets behind both of the front seats. No third zone climate, which is odd because the M 440i had third zone climate, and it's a 2-door vehicle. Anyway though, 2 USB-C ports, some storage pockets, and an additional 12 volt down below. The interior lights are LED. The center cubby, we can pull this thing back and the whole thing comes down as a pass-through. So if you're skiing, you want to bring 2 passengers in the back seat, you can run some skis throughout your interior. So what I meant to do was pull this center armrest out. So it's pretty soft. The cup holders, you can hook them out same way as like the BMW M5 that we reviewed in this channel. A solid amount of space. I'd expect you to fit 12 ounces, maybe 16 ounces in there. The interior light is solid thanks to that moonroof, but that's about it, guys. For the inside, well, before we do that, the headroom, I have about 2-3 inches overall headroom, but all right, we can check out the cargo space in the trunk real quick and then take this 540i out for a drive. So underneath the BMW badge, We have a button which electrically opens up our tailgate. Nice. We have hinge covers, so you don't have to worry about crushing your cargo. Massive cargo space too, very large opening. We have some wheel well cutouts so you can fit a golf bag horizontally. It's pretty deep too. I can't even come close to reaching the back seat. So I kind of wish they made the cargo space honestly a little bit smaller and gave us a little bit more rear legroom. We can shut this thing up though electrically with a click of a button. We'll take a step back, get a look at the lights. The rear taillights are full LEDs. The M Sport wheel and tire setup is also very clean, black trim for the Shadowline trim. It's a clean looking car, pretty much loaded with tech. I love the fact we have side sensors. I wish we had a 360 camera though. For around $73,000, $74,000 out the door, a 360 camera would be very appreciated. I mentioned that I would show you in front of the radiator. We have 2 support braces, so the handling should be incredible for a mid-size luxury performance sedan. But that's about it for the inside and outside of the 2023 BMW 540i. Let's take it out for a drive. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of this all-new 2023 BMW 540i. Let's take it out for a drive. And the first thing I notice is, unlike the M cars that we recently reviewed in this channel, the X3 M40i and the BMW M440i, the steering here feels a lot lighter in Sport Plus mode. Like, this Sport Plus steering is like comfort steering in the M cars. But taking a step out here, we'll try out paddle shifters, first gear, on the gas. Oh my gosh, this thing, there's no chance this thing only has 335 horsepower. There's no chance. Not quite as aggressive of an exhaust note either. Again, to be expected, but we still have some M badges because we do get the M Sport appearance package, but it's really not an M car. Second gear pull on the gas. Ooh, it's just so strong. Yeah, I could definitely see 0 to 60 happening in the mid to high 4-second range. All right, guys, first gear off the line. Let's go. Woo! Oh, yeah, this thing gets up and goes really quickly. We get the highway speeds quick, but we can take it out of the manual shift modes, merge on smoothly, throw it in. Wow, it does not want me to merge on, so it reads the crack in the road as a line, so the lane keeping assist intervenes. So personally, I would probably recommend turning that feature off, but it definitely works. If you want the vehicle to keep you in your lane, the lane keep assist is a good feature. If you're trying to merge onto a highway without the steering wheel yanking you back in your place, I'd recommend turning it off. But comfort mode, we'll throw it into comfort, see what changes up. The ride quality actually feels a little bit softer. So we do have an electronically controlled suspension. The steering feels lighter, very light. It's almost like Mercedes-esque lightness for the steering. We'll come off of this highway. Yeah, it's still on center. The steering feels on center. The steering wheel, the M steering wheel, feels amazing in your hands, but it gets a lot lighter in comfort mode. We'll lean into it. Yeah, a little bit more delayed for the transmission and the throttle. The brakes feel good though. Very nice brake pedal feel. Yeah, in comfort mode, the steering, it's like a video game. It's almost as if the tires aren't even connected to the road. It's laughable at how light the steering is. And comparing it to, like I said, the M cars, the M440i and the X3 M40i, this is a much, much lighter steering rack. Comfort mode, we'll lean into it about half throttle. Oh, it is strong. Wow, hopefully this guy does not go into our lane. Okay, looks good. But even at half throttle in comfort mode, once this B58's boost kicks in, it is a strong pull. 335 horsepower, it's almost laughable if that's what they claim the power numbers to be at. I think they're closer to at least 400. So the way they claim 382 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque for the other M vehicles with the B58 engine, I think that's a closer estimate to what we're actually making here, if not more. Like I said, the powerhouse, this thing is a serious powerhouse. Stepping out into this road, comfort mode one more time on the gas. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, just definitely takes off very well. Great performance for this vehicle. So all in all, if you're in the market for a luxury car, you want some performance behind it too, you don't want to spend over about $65,000-ish, I think the The 540i with the B58 is a great way to go. It's a quick car. You'll do 0 to 60 consistently under 5 seconds, which is no joke for the segment it's in, considering the $62,000 base price. I would definitely recommend checking it out. Obviously, the M550, that's the one we all want, or the M5. But honestly, the M550, it costs about $80,000. You're saving over 20 grand compared to an M5, while the performance is still comparable. You tune an M550, you'll be keeping up with M5s all day, every day, while saving money. But the real value spec, I think it's the 540, because the B58, it's been proven that with some tuning, you can get an easy 500 wheel horsepower. You'll be doing 0 to 60 in a mid 3 seconds. So the power plant here, it's definitely worth it for a sub $62,000 base price. If you're looking for a luxury, sporty luxury car, I would definitely recommend checking out the new 540i. And huge thanks to Aramis and the rest of the management and staff here at BMW of Tampa for making this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium performance car or SUV in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And huge thanks to all of you for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you guys, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too, it really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try to get those videos for you as soon as possible. Other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.